Hi everyone, so today we're going to be talking about the newest pen in the Sakura Ballsign series. So in the US, and I think a lot of places abroad, the Sakura Ballsign is marketed as the Jelly Roll, and the same pens are not necessarily available across the different markets. So just keep that in mind when I'm talking about the Sakura Ballsign. It might be the item you know as the Sakura Jelly Roll. A little backstory on these. So the tiara actually came out in Japan in the year 2000. So there's basically been 25 years of this ink. For the first time, they have the knock type available. So let me open this and show you. So it's a little more expensive than the barrel that doesn't have the knock type capabilities, but it is rather convenient and you don't have to worry about losing the cap, which is nice. One thing to note is that when they released the knock options, they did reduce the colors from 12 to 10. So if you're familiar with the original lineup with the cap, that one, let's see, I'll just show you. This one has these two colors on the end it's losing. So you're losing the topaz yellow and the sapphire blue. As far as we can tell, the regular lineup without the knock style is still available. So as long as it's available, we'll keep carrying it. But this new knock type comes in your choice of a 10 color set, and for a limited time you get this free sticker sheet with it. I'm not exactly sure who this woman is on the couple of the stickers. If you know, let me know. But they have the 10 color set. They have a 5 color set, also comes with the sticker sheet for now. The 5 color set includes the garnet rose, amethyst purple, aquamarine blue, diamond silver, and emerald green. And don't worry, I will be swatching these for you. So then the other 5 that are included also in this 10 color set would be the pearl pink, ruby red, sardonyx orange, opal green, and turquoise blue. And then you can also get these in singles. So if there's just maybe one color you're interested in, or you just want to try one to see if you like this knock style first, you can totally just get one. So let me talk a little bit about the ink. So let me get a swatching notebook out here. So for swatching, just because with these glitter pens, I think it's fun to have a interesting way of swatching them, I'm gonna use another new product. This is one of the Midori paintable stamps. It's the new roller style in the plant design theme. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna roll some of these flowers and use those outlines to swatch. I'm just gonna make several lines. And then we'll get a lot of different swatching material here. Okay, we'll just use that. I used this first stamp for all that. All right, so let's start with the pearl pink. I'll kind of try to go in rainbow order for you for the swatching. So these do have those little rubber stoppers. So a little bit of history about this ink. So Sakura claims to be the world's first water-based pigment gel ink. So what they tried to do was come out with characteristics of both water-based and oil-based inks, kind of like the best of both worlds. And I'll explain what that means in a bit, but it's a great archival ink because it's listed as being chemical proof, waterproof, fade resistant, odorless. It's a pigment ink. To explain the whole like water-based and oil-based hybrid, the way I can explain that is when the ink in here is stationary, it's going to be extremely viscous, like a oil-based ink. But with gel textures, as you kind of stir them up, so in the case of this ballpoint pen, when the ink is coming out the tip and it's getting stirred up, so to speak, it's turning more liquidy. And so it's gonna come out really liquid and smooth and not nearly as viscous as it is when it's stationary in the barrel. And that's maybe more than you ever wanted to know, but there you have it. So let's get to putting down some swatches of the pearl pink. So I'll just start with this flower here. Maybe I should zoom in actually. That's that glitter. Okay, there we go. See, so beautiful. I find these really wonderful when you're writing cards. I know a lot of people like to use them in scrapbooks and stuff too, but isn't that fabulous? And it just does not come out well on images for the website. You really almost need that video to see how awesome it sparkles. And so this ink, because of its unique texture, it's able to have things like glitter flakes in it and doesn't easily, you know, clog the tip, things like that. So let's see, I'm gonna do a little bit more and then I'll go on to the next color. Moving on, I'll do the Garnet Rose. It has a 1 millimeter tip, but is still quite easy to control even with these tiny stamps. So let me just make sure you're able to see the color and that glitter effect. Okay, next we're gonna do Ruby Red.
Sometimes swatching, I'm just kind of doing all the flowers all as one color. But obviously I think you could have a lot of fun with mixing and combining the colors.
Okay, so those are really your pink reds. There's 3 of them in this set. And moving on, we'll go on to the Sardonyx Orange, because again, you don't get that topaz yellow in this new one. Okay, so now we'll move on to the greens and blues. So there's two greens, the emerald green and opal green. The opal green is a little bit lighter than the emerald green. The emerald green is a little more of a blue green. So we'll do the opal green first. It's really kind of a peridot green. Now for the emerald green. Which you can see has a little blue in it. These pens would be so fun to just color with. Let me try to... And now we'll go into the blues. There's two blues, the turquoise blue and the aquamarine blue. Okay, so we'll do the aquamarine blue first. It's more of a light sky blue than the other blue. Okay. And then finally, let's do the turquoise blue next to it. Finally, we have the last two colors here. We've got amethyst purple and diamond silver. So let's get those swatched. Now, when you're using these on dark paper, you can lose some of the ink and the shimmer, so I actually recommend them more on lighter paper. You're gonna have a much better result for the most part. I'm gonna do the diamond silver one. It'd be a great accent one too. All right, so these fabulous pens are lightweight in body. They're archival, meaning chemical proof, waterproof, fade resistant, pigment-based ink. They are odorless in case, you know, ink smells can bother you. And the Ballsign, aka Jelly Roll, has been around since the 80s. I was in high school in the mid to late 90s, and my absolute favorite pen was this brown ink Jelly Roll. And at that time, it was really a rare pen to use. You know, I bought it in an independent stationery shop, and you know, it was different than all the pens you could get at like my local Walmart or whatever. And they've just continued to evolve for 40 years. So if you have any questions about the Sakura Ballsign, especially this glitter-infused water-based gel ink, let me know. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their week, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.